Good morning. Hey, I miss you. Welcome to What Connects Us. I'm Step. Today we're going to be talking about battling nerves. Get out your swords.
Silence the lies, sever the ties, light up the skies with your dreams. Give up the ghost, grab onto faith, open your heart, believe, yeah, your life can be no more mystery. You can live out while you're here. Empty can breathe fully.
First of all, some of the things that people help you with in battling nerves are tips and tricks. And we'll start there just in case you haven't heard some of these tips and tricks. But we'll also dig deeper and find out how to fix these things instead of just hanging a poster on your mirror and talking to yourself. All right, so the first fact is an audition is not a test. Yes, it is. It's really not. It's a chance, if you think about it in the way that we try and coach you to, it's a chance for you to share your art. So art is possibly flawed in some ways and it's not perfect. So a lot of times actors end up shooting themselves in the foot because they go into an audition with the idea that they're being tested. And you know, if there's a test, then you can fail, right? So that possibility of failure creates doubt and people go into it with a really terrible obstacle already. So the audition's not a test. You go into it thinking you have a meeting. Second fact, and stop me if you've heard this one, casting directors want you to do a good job. They wouldn't have called you in if they didn't believe in you. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not mocking you. I know it sounds like I am. Casting directors do believe in you, and that's why they call you in. So, hey, back to actors here. Why does that make it worse? Totally makes it worse, doesn't it? Because we hold high expectations for ourselves. We do all this preparation, and then we have this chance to go and share our art. And now if I don't do really, really well, then I'm gonna let them down as well. If they were just a complete stranger, we'd have no expectations whatsoever. But that comes from a really good place. So casting directors, we know why you're saying it. You're saying it because you want us to feel comforted about it. And I'm just telling you, actors, sometimes we mess that up in our heads a little bit and now we create even more expectations. If you are a prepared actor who comes in, who's on time, who does their work, then the casting director likes you. So even if you come in and you're not doing the best job for this particular role, they've got you in mind for other things and they'll continue to call you back in. So when they say, hey, we wouldn't have called you in if we didn't believe in you, try not to take that as a, oh great, now I have to do even better. Instead, take a look at it as, they called me in for this, they think I might be able to pull it off. If it's not me, it's not me, and they'll call me in for something else. So an audition is not a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And I would be silly if I didn't admit that sometimes I've gone in with that feeling too. But I have a great story about a friend who I did work with when he was much younger, who didn't get the role that he wanted in an incredibly huge film. And it turned out they offered him a different role and he said, oh, it's okay, I'm good. And then the star, the hugely famous star, decided to take him to lunch and say, I really want you to try this other role. And I can't say who, but this person's huge now. Something that can really get in your way is giving yourself a timetable. And I don't say this lightly. I have had so many people over the years tell me, I give you 1 year to make me an incredible actor. Or my wife gave me 1 year to make this happen. Skip on over to my lesson on why are you an artist? Because if it's a lifetime pursuit, then you don't have those timetables. And note to self, the timetables are not going to work the way that you want them to. The timetables are based on other people's choices, other people's budgets, pandemics. So things are just not going to work out the way that those goal-setting templates tell you. I give myself 1 year to make a living as an actor. Please don't do that. Because then when you go into an audition, force yourself because you're so desperate to make this one work before you have to quit entirely, and you're bringing too much baggage into it. So. Not all nerves are bad. You know, my hands are shaking and I'm feeling sweaty. Those kinds of things we can help you with. And if you don't feel any nerves at all, then we should talk, because there are ways to elevate your art that involve risking something.